This is Robin Ashler, coach, passion coach, and I'm here on day 3 with you to talk with you a little bit about transcendental thought and the law of expansion. Are you stressed from the state of the world? We've already talked about this in the prior 2 videos and what's going on personally for you. Do those stresses stop you from believing that you can flip a switch to wake up each morning happy and empowered? There's important universal laws that are important to understand, a science that when you get it and learn how to apply them for yourself, it helps. So I want you to do an exercise with me. I want you to sit straight. If you've got a chair with a back, that's great. Hold your shoulders back to open your chest. And in fact, open your arms like you're waiting for a huge hug, a big hug, and smile. Smile and close your eyes. What does that feel like? Maybe initially a little bit silly, but overall, do you feel open? Keep your eyes closed. Think of someone or something that you love. A hot, relaxing bath, steaming, all that steam coming up around you, and you just kind of sink in and relax into it. Maybe you have a glass of wine or your favorite music playing in the background. Maybe you think about your lover. That's always fun. Or perhaps step back a minute. Think about a star filled sky. Oh, it's beautiful. And those stars are so bright. And there's a lake down below. And the ripples on the water are catching the glints of those stars, and they're creating a whole galaxy within the water itself, sparkling and shining and dancing. Or maybe you're on a beach and you step down into that hot sand because it's warm outside. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. And you kind of tiptoe because of that hot sand over to the ocean that's blue and expansive. And you stick your toe in and it's cold. It's cold. But it's wonderful that difference between the hot sand and the cold water. Or maybe you're racing down a highway in a Maserati with your hair flying. Whatever you love to experience, imagine it. How do you feel? Now open your eyes and now hunch over with your chest caved in. Clench your fists and you're frowning. Think of the state of the world, war, politics, money. How do you feel now? I'm sorry, I have trouble not laughing in this exercise. Can you even imagine what you imagined when you were open and expanded, when you're in this kind of a phase, in this kind of a position? This exercise illustrates the law of expansion. Feeling expansive supports and brings positive feelings. Positive feelings help us imagine what we love. They help us feel good enough to reach out and connect with others. If nothing else, we can feel hopeful. Imagining what we love helps affirm the possibility. By seeing ourselves experiencing those details, like I mentioned the stars dancing and the ripples on the water or the hot sand, all of this through the visualization, we can start to feel the reality, start to feel hopeful about our lives, and ultimately happier. The law of expansion, by the way, is also a scientific law. The universe is continuously expanding, and it's called Hubble's law, by the way. No fear, gravity within the galaxies keeps us all together like the Milky Way. We are part of this expanding sea of energy. It not only surrounds us, but it's connected within us. We are part of that energy. When we imagine and believe in what we see, when we were doing that exercise just a few moments ago, we actually set certain physical laws into action. So, case in point, just 6D, maybe 70 years after the American Revolution, so way back in the 1800s, Emerson and Thoreau, two men that you've probably heard about, were working together to test a theory, one that would become known as transcendental thinking, meaning that by experiencing in your own mind what you love, it would, by scientific law, transform your circumstances such that you would experience the reality of it, of what you imagined. Transcendentalism is actually defined as adhering to an idealistic system of thought based on a belief in the essential unity of all creation. And that by connecting with nature or the natural laws of the universe, we can find insight and experience the deepest truths of life. Thoreau did a 2-year, 2-month, and 2-day experience on Walden Pond. You may have heard about it. This book, I am so pleased to show you. When you open it up, it has a dedication from my mother to my father in 1943 for his birthday. That's how old this book is. The book was actually published for the first time in 1854. Over 100 years ago, almost 150. In fact, it is 150 years ago, over. So, according to Thoreau himself in the book, this is what he says. I went into the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what I had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. I think that's beautiful. His results, in his own words, I learned this at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams, endeavoring to live the life that he has imagined, he will meet with such a success, unexpected in common hours. He will put some things behind. He will pass an invisible boundary. New, universal, and more liberal laws will be established around him. The old laws will be expanded and interpreted in his favor in a more liberal sense, and he will come to live with a license of higher order of beings. There have been hundreds more experiments like this since then, and with more and more teachers finding amazing secrets and applying them to our daily living. Tomorrow, we share a glimpse into the science of the law of vibration. In order to learn and how to apply the sciences, the law of vibration, and others, in order to guide yourself to a far better experience of life, I encourage you to join me live for my masterclass coming up soon so that you can ask any questions that may come up for you, and I can get rid of any lingering confusion about how to do this step by step. You'll learn the secrets of how to love life, really, truly love life on a daily basis, and step into a fulfilled existence rather than just waiting and maybe even losing your chance at happiness. So register. But first, you have to join my Blue Sky Lifestyle Tribe on Facebook. It's a private group, it's free. And there you will get access to all the videos that I've been presenting over the past few days and the ones that are still coming so that you can be prepared for the master class. It's important. It's important to understand this foundational content. So the link to the page so that you can join is going to be on a slide coming up soon. And there's also a QR code that you can scan so you can get directly to the page from your phone, or you can type in the URL on your computer. It's up to you. And I want to encourage you to join, to invite your friends to join. The more the merrier. And all be included in the daily processes, the prizes, and the fun that we'll have together. We'll make more friends in the tribe can be supportive because they're on a similar path. And I will be there on a daily basis also to answer your questions and to support you. So there's really no downside. And I'll look forward to seeing you there, both in the tribe and at the masterclass. Thanks for joining me.